Hi, and welcome to another video by Jimthecarguy. Today we have a 2008 Ford Explorer. We're going to be replacing the drive belt because the belt is making a squeaking noise. We're going to change also the idler pulley and the tensioner. So before you start doing anything, make sure that you have the schematic under the hood of exactly how to put your fan belt back on. And once you see how to get your fan belt back on, we're going to take that belt off. So let me show you how to do it. Okay. Basically what you're going to need is you're going to need a ratchet to go down inside by the tensioner, down in the bottom over here. And the tensioner has a little groove, a little square notch in it that you put this piece into. What you do is you slide it into that, you pull it, and take the fan belt off. So let me show you how that goes. Pull on the tensioner just to release the pressure. Take the fan belt off, and then slowly let the tensioner come back down to its resting position, and you can take your ratchet out. You can remove your fan belt, take it totally out, and get it out of your way. We're going to be replacing it anyway. Okay, fan belt. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take out this bolt right here to remove the, you can hear this when it spins. The bearing on this is no good. So we're going to just take that bolt out right there and we're going to remove it. That's the whole assembly, and we'll wait for the new one. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this tensioner off of the car right here, and the way you're going to do that is basically just take that little 13 millimeter bolt out, and it comes right off the car. I like using a ratchet like this because you can get in there at lots of different angles, because sometimes the fan blade interferes with getting it in there. You know, the bearing goes bad in here and it makes a lot of noise. Now there's only one way this tensioner can go back on, so you can't make a mistake. You have that little piece of aluminum that protrudes out that fits into a groove right down here. So let me get the new part and we'll put it back together. Okay, once you've got your new pulley, you're going to reuse your old bolt because it doesn't come with a new one. Remember that little notch right there has got to fit into the notch down on the bottom over here. So let's put it in and tighten it up, and we'll go from there. Okay, you can tighten the bolt up by hand as far as you can. Make sure that the tensioner is in that notch that it belongs in down the bottom. You can turn it all the way in by hand, and then you can use your ratcheting wrench to tighten it in the rest of the way. get it as tight as you can. And then we're going to take our ratchet and we're going to tighten it up a little bit tighter so it doesn't come out. Remember, you're tightening it into aluminum, so don't go too tight. You don't want to strip it out. That's it. Okay, so we're going to take the bolt out of the old idler pulley, and we're going to put it through the new idler pulley, and we're going to put this washer back on the back of it and screw the bolt. Screw all the way down on top of the bolt, and then we're going to take this and we're going to reinstall it back down by the alternator. Put it back on. You screw it in by hand as far as you can by hand, and then we just put a ratchet on it and tighten it up the rest of the way with the ratchet. Alright, nice and tight. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the fan belt. Always make sure that when you do get the new belt, match it up against the belt that came off, just to make sure that the belt is the correct belt for it. Alright, then what we're going to do is we're just going to reinstall the belt, and we're going to follow the schematic that's underneath the hood here and put the belt back on that way. So let's do that. Sometimes you wish you had 3 hands when you do these, but if you just have patience, you'll be able to get it on without a problem. Just follow your schematic. All right, get your belt laid in. Put everything back on as it's supposed to be, according to your schematic right here. Put everything back on, and we're going to put the ratchet inside this tensioner right here, and we're going to pry on the tensioner down, and at the same time we're going to take this and push it underneath the idler pulley where it belongs. So let me grab my ratchet and I'll show you how it goes. You pull up on your ratchet, and at the same time you push your fan belt down underneath your pulley. Slide it all the way under, and once you have the belt underneath the idler pulley, take your ratchet out, and before you do anything, just check and make sure your belt is on as it's supposed to be. Make sure it's lined up in the grooves right here, up on top here. It's in here correctly. Look down at your tensioner. Make sure the belt is on the tensioner correctly. Look down on your crankshaft, all the way down. Hard to see, but I'm going to show you anyway. All the way down on the very bottom, down here, and on this side here. Make sure the belt is in its position where it belongs. And that's it. You're all set, ready to go. Then we'll fire it up. Make sure that the belt is on properly. All right. Just check one more time to make sure your belt is on the grooves of where it belongs. And that's it. We're all set. All right. Thanks for watching, and good luck, and I'll see you on the next one.